Now, Ross was the main cowboy for Dad. He was a lot better than Phil and I. But old Ross had a goggle cap. You guys know what a goggle cap is?
Like when you fly an airplane?
Well, yeah, it's the leather cap, and it's got the little ear flaps that you can latch.
Yeah.
Well, for some reason, we were up in Sample Canyon, and Ross will remember, I don't, but he had, I think you had a pretty good horse. I don't know if he was on yours.
And Curly, the old one that had the local wheat. Yeah.
And old Ross, yeah, that horse opened up those goggles, just that goggle thing, the little ear flaps were just going back like this. He was going so fast, and he was just, I don't know what he was after, cows or what, but I'll never forget that image. The flap was going back.
That was up by Big Lake, and that's when Bill Peach called me Swanson.
I remember
That
Swanson.
horse got his tail in some wire, and down off that hill he came, just going lickety-split right wherever I was in the area there, and I just hold on for dear life. Just let the reins go, just grab that saddle horn and hold on.
Well, Ross was a good help to Dad. He was a good, had his own horse, his own gun. He had a horse that he could actually, if there was a deer way across the meadow, that horse would come along and he'd stop. And Ross would look, and there was deer. And you could shoot off on him, couldn't you? Shoot your rifle
That
off.
was later on. That was the one that we got from Rama. The one that it would stop and it broke its front feet or ankles some way.
Yeah.
It would always stop and just launch those feet and just almost bail over the top of it.
I want you guys to tell some stories about what you did to terrorize Sharon. Sharon lived through hell as a little girl.
Was she just younger than you guys?
Yeah, 3 years younger than Laverl.
I don't know why we were so tough on her.
She was a girl. What else?
That's right.
Oh, gosh. We put her in the cement mixer, didn't we, and made it.
You and Phil did, yeah.
Put her in there. I think she chipped a tooth. And
How old was she?
oh, I'd say 4 or 5.
Oh my.
And why did you put her in there?
We don't know. There was a cement mixer there at the old garage, and we just put her in.
Sound like a good
We
idea.
didn't plug it in. We
was
just
over.
turned it by hand.
And tell the story of when she was locked in the bathroom. I have no idea why she was locked in the bathroom.
Don't remember.
You don't remember
Not
that
mine.
story? Mom tells the story of Dad was on the road. He was driving truck and was gone. And evidently Sharon had done something bad. And the boys, she had fled to the bathroom and locked herself in the bathroom. It was up at that house behind the garage. And the boys were getting prepared to take the hinges off the door about the time Dad showed up. They were going to get her out one way or another. Evidently, Dad came to the rescue. I don't know what she had done, but or why you were after her.
Well, do you guys realize that Grandpa, our dad, was eyewitness to the first atomic bomb blast at White Sands?
Tell
No.
that story.
I did not know that.
I'll tell it so I remember it. Ross may tweak it, but in those days, Whiting boys, Dad was driving gas truck over to Roswell or Carrizozo.
Artesia, New Mexico. Way
He'd,
down.
he'd drive at night because he had the little gasoline engine to try to stay cool. Well, this particular night, he was coming out of there, coming across the desert, and here came a big old diesel, just boom, just shot past him and just ate him up. And he thought, oh man, if I could only have that one. Well, some miles down the road, the whole northwestern sky just went like this. Oh. And he thought, oh my gosh, that guy has wrecked and blown up his load. So as he got up closer to where he thought about where this was, he started slowing down and never found the truck. But that was the A-bomb test. And he was right there, he saw it.
Wow.
Is that close to reality, Ross?
That's it, yes. Yeah.
We've been pretty lucky in our particular branch of this family. This particular part of the country has downwinders syndrome because the atomic testing, the way that the wind blows through here with the currents, there's lots of incidences of cancers, different kinds of cancers, and they call it downwinder syndrome. If you have pancreatic, different kinds of lymphoma, stuff like that, you just go in and check in with the doctor and tell them you were here living in 1951 to 58 and 62.
Any internal cancer, they give them $50,000 for it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
One class, so I think there's only 2 remainers of that class that didn't die of cancer.
Oh my goodness. Jim,
But
trading
our
places.
Sugarfield family's
Trading
been pretty
places.
lucky. Bobby had
So I can get the
pancreatic,
trading places.
and that was probably from downwinders. I don't
Too
know
close
if
to
they checked
Susie.
in with that or not, but I think.
I'll tell you guys one about Phil. We used to have a ranch out north of Highway 60. You go through the Summers Ranch, right across the line, and they had a windmill out there that every once in a while would go dry, and we'd have to haul water out to them. But we'd go down to the river, right down 4th Street over here, and fill 6 barrels of water, and take them out there and dump them out in a little old trough for the cows to drink. Every other day we'd have to make that trip. Well, to the east of us there was a cliff, kind of a bluff. You can look at that, and that thing was filled with different types of old extinct formation of sea animals. The whole face of it was just covered with those. We'd go up there, and there's an eagle up on top of that thing. The eagle built a nest. We'd go up there and try to throw rocks at it and everything else. But coming down one day, Phil was doing something. I don't know what it was, but throwing cow manure or something. He grabbed a little stick, grabbed it like that, and jumped back, and there's a rattlesnake under that stick. A snake about that long, that's all it took, but it took Phil just about 10 seconds to get back down into that pit.
I got a snake story about Dad.
Okay, hold
May have
on.
heard it.